Okay. Yes. Okay. Just to summarize here, it's just a case of what is your take on a scenario of three friends, starting with A, who introduced C to B. And over time, for some reason, the relationship between A and B got tarnished or severed. I don't know. And then over time, B reached out to C for a business proposal or business offer, which A also does. Now, the question was, should B take up the should C rather take up the business offer, because obviously bills gotta be paid, business before pleasure, or should C reach out to A first of all to know what's his or her take on the matter? Should he take the business or not? How is it gonna be like, just to get the consent of A to know if to go ahead or not? Or should C just say, you know what, I don't want to be caught in between these two. I don't know what's happening. I wonder why B didn't reach out to A and they're reaching out to me. Obviously, it might be to spite them. And hey, I don't want to be in the middle of whatever it's happening, because over time, I've tried to, bring them together to find common grounds and reconcile. But then I don't know what happened. I don't want to be in the middle. I'm just going to decline this offer and head out to another place. I don't want to do this, for the sake of friendship or whatever. No, let me decline the offer. So, I put it out there. There were lots, very, very funny, very, very funny comments and, should I say, opinions. Some said, business is business. Bills gotta be paid. I will take it. I will take up that offer. It doesn't matter. I'm definitely gonna take up that offer. And some said, you know what? I don't want to be in between the both of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and decline. Some went for that option. And then most percentage went for the option that says, I will definitely reach out to A to know if they are okay with me taking this business offer, even though that's the same line of business they are into. I don't just want to have an enemy because, hey, A introduced me to B in the first place, so I don't want to do that. No, I'm not that kind of friend. I'm a loyal friend. I'm just gonna do this. I would reach out to her. If she says take it, take it. My allegiance is to her. My loyalty is to her, because I got to know her through A. So if not for A, B will not be reaching out to me, C. So I would do that. So today we are gonna be looking at the both. I'm not siding for anybody, remember? I'm just gonna be looking at the three options and then talk on the importance of each decision, the demerits, the pros and the cons. Okay? Yeah, come along with me. And hey, if you've not subscribed, this is your reminder. Click on that subscription button, hit on the bell icon to get notifications on videos, and then if you're not part of the community, please avail yourself, okay? Be part of this community, okay? And top in that community access level, okay? So now, in this scenario, for me, I'm gonna be buttressing and navigating loyalty in friendship while also considering business interests. Yeah, bills gotta be paid, like we said. The key factors to think about are the dynamics between the individuals, potential repercussions, and the importance of both personal and professional opportunities. Now, let's break down these topics. Okay, the first option says, should C reach out to A to know how they feel about the business offer from B? Now, this option demonstrates respect for the past friendship and loyalty to A. It also prioritizes open communication and maintaining transparency. By talking to A about the situation, C is showing that they value the relationship enough to consider how A might feel before proceeding. There are lots of voters. High percentage of people voted this. And then there are pros to it. There are advantages. Transparency and loyalty. Who doesn't want to have a loyal friend around? My enemies are your enemies kind of thing. It feels good. It's like you have a community. It feels nice, right? If you come for my friend, I'll come for you. We all want that, obviously. And then with transparency and loyalty that the first option shows, you would be upholding your loyalty to who? A. So if C goes ahead to reach out to A, it means that they are going to be upholding their loyalty. It's like, I swear my allegiance to you, kind of, I ain't leaving you, I got you. And then by checking in with them, this also shows that they're trying to balance personal ties with professional opportunities. Also, that's a very strategic, diplomatic, subtle way of like, hey, I want to do this. It's a good offer, but I still don't want to hurt you. They are like in the middle. They don't want to lose that relationship because it was the relationship that brought about the business proposal or offer. But then again, they still don't want to lose the business. They just want to have a common ground, right? And then them also reaching out to A shows that they're trying to prevent misunderstanding. You could tell their kind of personality, like they don't want any bad bloods. And if C accepts B's proposal offer without talking to A, it might lead to hurting feelings or perception of betrayal from A, especially if A feels C has sided with B after falling out. This could also, if they don't reach out, it means A is going to feel betrayed, and then doing this could also strengthen the trust. Even if A and B's relationship is severed, C can potentially maintain a good relationship with both by acknowledging both sides and making an informed decision. Okay, so these are the advantages, the pros of reaching out to who? To A by C. And then the cons of it obviously is the potential discomfort, like you're in the middle. Most people hate being on middle, you are here, you're not here, you're not there, like you're just in the middle. It might feel awkward or emotionally draining or charged to bring up the topic with A, especially since their relationship with B has already been stained or severed for whatever reason. C is even oblivious of the fact of what caused the misgiving or misunderstanding in the first place. There's also a risk of reopening old wounds. Asking A about how they feel obviously would open up a can of worms inside that they are trying to hold in, and then bring up unresolved tension or negative emotions related to the previous fallout. So just know that whichever you choose to do, there are pros and there are cons. So for now, these are the pros and cons of what? C reaching out to A to know what they think about the business proposal from who? From B. So there are advantages. There could also be disadvantages, but hey, it's left for you to choose. We all have a choice, and once we make a choice, we have to deal with the consequences, whether negative or positive, right? And then the second option is should B should C rather take the business proposal and don't mind, as bills gotta be paid, whatever you guys are talking, I don't know, I don't care, I'm not part of it. Bills gotta be paid, I gotta pay my bills. So you guys shove whatever misunderstanding you're having off somewhere, and please let's talk business. For some people, their business first before whatever you guys be reached out to me. So obviously, yeah, they saw potentials and they believe maybe or trust I could do it better. So grow up. Don't let this whatever issue you're having stop me from getting my blessings. So this option could be quite pragmatic. Let's not forget that. And also it puts business interest above personal dynamics. Some people are like that. It is what it is. Following the philosophy of business and friendship are separate. It prioritizes financial needs and professional obligations over emotional consideration. Like I said, you could actually know people's personality traits or their perception on life with this little scenario. Okay? I'm going to tell you how it came about after this whole thing. Now, remember, it has its pros. Obviously, business opportunity, bills gotta be paid. You have to succeed business-wise. So don't let whatever emotional or whatever fracas between friends ruin your business reputation. Some people, they really, really, really take their business seriously, to the extent that even their family, don't joke with their business. Some people are so professional. That's them for you. And then accepting it could also be the right decision for C, professional growth and financial stability. I have to grow. We have to grow, right? They gotta grow regardless of whatever it is you guys are, And then again, severing emotional entanglements. In some cases, putting business before pleasure might help C maintain a more neutral stance, right? Focusing on the professional side, like, please, whatever thing you guys are doing, keep it there. This is business. And somehow it could also offer a more neutral stance and neutral grounds. That way, C may avoid emotional drama and complications between A and B. Like, I'm not letting your dating linens stain me. Just keep whatever it is between both of you. For God's sake, I don't know what's happening, so just keep it that way. I don't even want to be involved. My business or nothing. Then the cons of it, obviously there are disadvantages. Potential for fallout with A. Even if it's business, accepting the offer without consulting A could be perceived as disloyalty. People that value loyalty and friendship will not forgive you. Funny enough, do you know that this kind of issues of friendship issues or whatever, or misgivings or misunderstandings, this thing could transcend to generations. I know, maybe I haven't seen I have seen firsthand. What am I saying? People that will you see this family, you are not marrying into them, and you're like, I don't understand. What did they do? Are they killers? Do they have diseases? Are there something I should be scared of? And then they will enough is enough. I've told you this, and this keeps building. The momentum of the enmity, it keeps building, and when you keep digging deep, you will notice it's things like this. The underlying factors are that time they betrayed me, they did that, and you're like, what? And you guys just sort it out, and now you're trying to bring me the innocent generations or kids into whatever rancor you guys are having. I wasn't part of the ruckus. Why are you putting it on me and telling me, So that's why this kind of things, they are quite sensitive and mild, but they need to be sorted. Now, the disadvantage again is blurring of personal and business or professional lines. Business transaction can often carry personal weight, especially if there is a history of friendship. And hey, let me tell you, that's why most people don't like to involve pleasure, family, friends in their business. I don't know if I'm in the best place to advise you. It depends on what you want to do. But so many people would say family, friends, one side. Don't come near my business, because those are two different worlds. Why some people will like, if you're my friend and you're not part of my business, you're not patronizing my business, then why are we friends? So potato, potato, tomato, tomato, right? And then also the decision could create tension between the bad parties involved, and also not just on professional matters. It could potentially complicate personal future relationships. Obviously, there wouldn't be there would, like, with that sense of betrayal or disloyalty, they wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. And what's the guarantee that, hey, B wasn't just trying to get back to A by offering C a business? And what's the guarantee that B will not still do the same to C in future when they finally get together and try to get in good terms again with B? So it's good to be mindful there. It's a very sensitive issue that has to be threaded with caution, right? And then another thing too, the next one is, what if they decide to reduce? This was the second highest percentage of people. You see this kind of people too. I told you could know people and know people's temperaments, their traits, and all those with this kind of scenarios. There are some people that they don't like drama. They don't have energy. The third options are the people that would like, you know what? I don't want to have anything to do with this drama. I'm not a fan. You know what? Thank you for thinking well of me to give me this business offer proposal. But then again, I see this as an Egyptian gift, which means there is more to this offer than meets the eye. This is, you're trying to use me to get back at something. You can't play with my intelligence. There are people like that. Hey, there are people like that. You can't play with my intelligence. That thing that will make you not to look for a neutral person outside the three of us, you're coming to me. So you want to recruit me into your hate or enmity boat or party. I'm not a part of it. Thank you for this business offer, but I'm going to decline. I don't want to be a party to that at all. I want to maintain my dignity. In fact, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I vote for that one. No disregard to any of the voters or what they chose, but for me, there are stages in life when you get to, you don't need drama. I know I need the business if it is me, but me, don't come and merge me with something that I don't know. Don't drama. Just thank you. If for me, I'm telling you how I analyze things. If A doesn't do that business and B is offering it to me, being C, it's quite, I could manage. I'm just putting me in the, But now, we do the same business. And you know what you're doing. You're trying to play smart here. And hey, you see this small head of mine, you're not going to mess with it too. You're not playing with this head. No way. So, my best bet would be to walk out and delightfully and quietly decline. You guys should go and pick up your clothes where you took your bath. Don't put me in the middle. That's me for you. But let's see. Then again, if there are consequences though, the option shows loyalty to A. This option also subtly shows loyalty, even though you're doing it for yourself because you're trying to create healthy boundaries, right? But wherever A is, they're going to be feeling good, like, I made a good choice. I can count on this person, But prioritizing a relationship and avoiding potential conflict or bad feelings, it could also be seen as honoring boundaries, like I said. If you know what it means to work so hard to set healthy boundaries and avoid toxicity and drama, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of healing for someone to come and now spoil the whole thing. Like, if I'm sleeping, I'll wake up and remembering this, and that's why some people would say, I don't know, you're not always at fault. The way you seem blameless. It's not as if I'm not at fault or I'm perfect or whatever, but I try to avoid it. Anything that will make somebody remember me and like, they are groaning, they are crunching, I don't want to be that, and I don't need it either. I just want to have a clear conscience towards everybody, right? Though you can't please everybody, you're not ice cream, but just be selfish a little for yourself, for your inner peace. Avoid drama, unnecessary dramas. More businesses will come. Take your business. Thank you. I don't want to be a part of whatever rank or ruckus you guys are in. Now, the pros is obviously avoiding conflict. It will save you. To save you from a lot of heartache, and you earn respect from both parties. I tell you, they will not tell you, but you will earn a lot of respect. I know you gotta eat, I know you gotta pay your bills, but it will earn a lot of respect, and then it's gonna protect long-term relationship and friendships. If they are looking for a trustworthy friend in future, obviously they are gonna, when they later make up from whatever it is that is ailing or aching them, they won't play with you. You will continue to be the positive reference point and person of authority and of reputable character without even knowing it, right? This could also be a test. That's how I see it. It could also be a test. They want to know if you're going to pass the loyalty or toxicity or no drama test. Then respect for the past. Also, by refusing to accept the offer, obviously C demonstrates that they are not willing to step into business arrangements with a lot of tensions. It doesn't end well. Bringing drama to your place of business, it doesn't really end well, because the truth is, no matter how you see it, business relationships most times culminates into good personal relationships. So you don't want anything to stain your whites, right? And then the cons is you're gonna miss the opportunity. It's so tempting, especially if it comes with good pay, right? You're gonna miss that. But then again, this is where you choose between your financial bliss or your emotional stability and peace of mind. You choose what you want. And then overthinking loyalty. Also, some people might say this is possible that this approach could be seen as someone being overly cautious, potentially limiting C's opportunities because of past complications. Yes, maybe because they know what it feels like to be betrayed. They don't want to do that to somebody. Remember, what we've been through can either make or mar us. Little scenarios like this goes a long way for you to know a lot about somebody. A lot about somebody's emotional and psychological or physical history and all whatnot. So maybe they've been there and they don't want to be that person. But I tell you, some other people who allow whatever they go through to mar them, they will like, I don't care. Business is business. You feel bad, you're gonna feel good later, honey. I'm taking this business. I got bills to pay. So I'm not gonna, sacrifice my financial professional bloom on the altar of whatever you guys are going on. Get yourself sorted out. But hey, I'm taking up this business. But now again, it depends. Some people, they are not out there chasing money. They just want to live a low profile, calm, peaceful life. So then again, you decide what you want. Then the final conclusion is the best course of action largely depends on C's priority. To summarize, whether they are based on personal loyalty or professional or business success. If loyalty to A is the most important value in this situation, C could reach out to A. Maybe they owe them some favor. Maybe their friendship has come a long way. Maybe, there are some people you don't just want to hurt. Yes. I also did a video, I think sometime few months ago. I think I need to start adding this end screens and stuff so you could see these related videos, whereby I'm like, if in future, say, it might come up that you see, okay, never in my video, look for it, never outshine the master, right? Now, if it shows that, for example, A might be the one who taught C that craft, that business proposal, that now B is trying to use and, against A. So putting that in consideration, do you still think it's okay for B to go ahead and C to go ahead and take that business proposal from B? So it depends. And then C could also reach out before making out that decision. This way, C shows transparency and thoughtfulness, and they are more likely to navigate this situation in a way that preserves important relationship. There are some relationship you don't want to mess with. There are some people that God has used as your destiny helpers. I tell you, even if all they are doing is not working or is not really, you're not agreeing to it, just please don't leave them in a sour state. I tell you that's also another aspect to this that we need to learn. Some people tell you, I don't care, I don't mind. It will come hunting back later. Okay? There are some people, no matter how, don't let them, some people say don't let them swear for you. I don't want to use that word, but don't leave people on a sad note. Anybody at all. Don't. And then, even if A and B's relationship is severed, it's possible to discuss the business offer with A, acknowledging the complexities without ignoring that the business opportunities need to be evaluated on their own merits. And then, if business growth and financial stability are the priority, C might take the business offer from B, understanding that the dynamics between A and B and C have already shifted. Maybe they've grown, like they've outgrown each other. The relationship has outgrown its validity and nothing can bring it together again. That is, if there is anything like that. C should also proceed with care, being mindful that this choice could have personal consequences. So that's if you choose to damp the consequences and take up that business. If you're after all about the business stability and whatever, there are consequences, right? And if C decides to go forward, it might be worth informing A of the decision to maintain transparency, but without letting the situation dictate their professional choices. Now, some people can say it's better to sit A and B down and play out all the cards and see what each party says. Some other people, yes, I remember one other person said this might even be an avenue for C, who got into the clique, to bring about harmony and bring about peace, right? And mutual understanding. Maybe it's long overdue. Maybe it's in C's hand to stop this whole ruckus and let them get back to their peaceful self. Okay? Or some other people said, after all things being equal, A and C can actually do that job together, since this is what they both do, right? And then there wouldn't be any bad, but that is if truly B is not looking to spite A with that offer, right? And then also, finally, if avoiding drama or preserving peace with A is the primary goal, which is the one I went for, but no disrespect to the choices other people went for, C might turn down the offer. That's so typical of me. I'm selling myself out. I'm that kind of person, right? This should be considered only if C feels the emotional consequences of engaging in business with B outweigh the potential professional benefits. And it's also important to weigh the potential to regret, as rejecting business opportunity might sometimes lead to missed growth. Yet I know, but my kind of person will tell you, no problem, if I avoided this, somehow I will get it somewhere. And also, it's worthy to note that it depends. If A and B are not willing to have a common ground and sit together, getting them together is going to be hard, and it's a lot. Everybody is busy, everybody is dealing with a lot. It depends on how they each value the relationship and they are willing to work towards it, right? It all depends. And then, on final note, the balanced approach seems to be reaching out to A first. I don't know about that. While it's true that business is often separate from personal relationship, In this case, there is an established history between the three individuals. Asking C about the option might reduce misunderstanding, and that shows that C is taking feelings into account. Aww. Which can be crucial in maintaining loyalty even in the face of opportunities. At the same time, C should remember that open communication is key. By discussing the situation honestly with A, C can make a well-informed decision that respects both their professional goals and personal relationships. And they lived happily ever after. So yay! The winner, though this is not a competition, but the winner is the people with the highest vote, and that was, I would reach out to C. Even though I'm of the different opinion and view, mine is just walking away, and then please, I don't like, maybe that's the stage I'm in. I don't want drama. I have enough on my plate that, please, I don't want it, okay? But the best thing to do, like the top voters said it, is to do what? To reach out. So many factors. For the fact that you got to know B through A, don't sideline A. It shows loyalty, okay? But while you're still doing that, try to still maintain good relationship with who? With B. Because, hey, see, you have two things here now weighing on each other, and you're in the middle. One is gonna be, maybe the friendship is strictly gonna be there to enhance your professional growth, and the other is there for you to enhance your what? Your personal, mental, and goals, or build healthy relationships. So that is the top choice, and that is what it is. But then again, it all depends on you, what you want. We are all entitled to our opinion, okay? Yes, hopefully you enjoyed this, and next time you face this, yes, I said I was gonna tell you how this came about. This was actually not a real life story, it's fiction, but it was an assignment that I had in one of my psychology and mental health class while in school, and it was a tough assignment, I tell you, and the essence was just to use it to extract personality traits and characters and what else, perceptions of people, and who people are and how it affects the decisions they make. And yes, that's it. So have a good one, and thank you so much for watching. Please, hey, let the adverts run. Don't be in a hurry to click on skip the ad. That's how we get compensated. Okay, let the adverts run its full course. Okay, more juicy videos and gist coming up. Feel free to subscribe, comment, share your thoughts. Okay, and hey, live your best life and be the authentic version of yourself. Okay, seek ways to improve yourself. Do so unapologetically.